Greetings, beloved Princeton United Methodist Church community. It's Pastor Jenny here to say once again, Christ is risen. Christ is risen indeed. Happy Easter. This is still the Easter season. We had Easter Day last Sunday, but Easter season lasts for 50 days. So we are just beginning our Easter season together. And I thank you so much for the ways that you helped to make Easter Day, our Easter celebration, so beautiful and so touching in the midst of such difficult times. Thank you for showing up for Holy Week in our virtual spaces. Thank you for throwing yourselves into worship and to being present and to participating in all the ways you have throughout Holy Week. We worked hard to kind of bring it all to you, and I can feel how present you were through it all. And so thank you for all of that. And thank you also for a little bit of rest afterward. I was able to recuperate some this past week. It's been a pretty intense 4 or 5 weeks, and was able to do a little less this week and get a little more sleep and have a little bit of time that was more focused on Elliot and Bobby and my own needs too. So it's been a slower week for me, which is the reason you're getting this on Saturday evening instead of Wednesday or Thursday or maybe Tuesday during the week. It's because I've given myself some space through this week. So thank you for that as well. I wanted to say a huge thank you as well to our lay leadership. We have some amazing lay people who are leaders in our church. And I've said for the whole time I've been here at this church, as other people from outside the church have asked me, how I felt about being here, I've said, oh my goodness, I have never been around, get to be in ministry with such a gifted, dedicated, committed, creative group of gifted lay people. And that has continued to just play itself out as true over and over and over again. And I'm so grateful. All of our church council members, all of our ministry teams, all of our small groups, our Sunday schools, classes, everybody's still operating in some way or another. Maybe different. It is different. It's different for everyone than it normally is. But our church is fully functioning in all the ways it normally does. And that's because we have amazing, gifted, committed, dedicated lay people who are showing up in these virtual spaces to keep doing the ministry of the church, to keep engaging you and connecting you and with God, with each other, with Scripture, with the justice ministry that we are about through things like relationships and faith. We've had people working very hard around finances with you, with people figuring out how to do virtual coffee hour, people who are going over and above doing so many things to help our church continue to be in ministry. And I'm just so grateful every day. I'm so grateful for you. I'm also continue to be grateful for the ways that you're giving. Many of you are continuing to shift your giving from putting money in the plate on a Sunday morning to sending your checks in the mail, or shifting to online giving and automatic payments that way. And again, this is what keeps the ministry going and running right alongside all that energy and dedication of our lay leadership and lay membership as well. So thank you for all of that. It's so heartening to me every day to know that there are so many of you connecting and making church happen, because we are the church, whether we get to be gathered in a building or not. So thank you, and thank you. I did want to say another word about Bill and Donna Suits. Just a word about their memorial service. So I have been in touch with their family, and we've agreed to do a joint memorial service for both of them together when we're able to gather again in person. So we don't know when that will be. We just don't know when that will be. But in the meantime, watch out for, there will be a place that I'm going to send you when it's ready, a place for you can read obituaries and send some online condolences and memories and things like that there. I'm waiting for the link from the family But also know that you can send cards if you wanted to send cards or financial memorial gifts to the church. We are accepting those, and we will make sure all those cards get to Bill and Donna's family in that way. And the memorial gifts that will be given around for them at the church will go to enhance our music and our chapel ministry, which are things that they were both passionate about in our church and deeply dedicated to. So I just wanted to share that with you. I want to acknowledge also that, continue to acknowledge, this is just something we're going to have to keep naming. I'm going to name again that we are in such a strange time that is so uncertain and so difficult for so many people, and we're going to be in it for a long time. And we don't know how long, but the more we can kind of understand it to be longer term, I think the better it is for us and our kind of mental, emotional, spiritual health as we figure out how to be in this space for a while. And I also want to name that we've experienced a collective trauma. We really have. And some of us are experiencing that more acutely than other people for all sorts of reasons. There's a whole, spectrum here. But however you're experiencing it, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling more less energetic, if you are wondering why you're feeling the way you're feeling, it's okay. And these are normal things that you are experiencing. It's taking a toll on all of us, and it will continue to do that for a while. So, and long after, it will actually continue to have an effect on us long after we're able to gather back. So I'm going to keep addressing this in some various ways. I'm still working out how, but I'm going to keep naming it and keep kind of speaking into that space with us together. And if there's anything in particular you want me to speak to or think about with you or pray about with you, then please let me know. It helps me to hear from you and what you're experiencing there. But that also leads me to the last thing I want to talk about, which is that we're starting a new worship series tomorrow, and we're calling it Talking the Walk, and it's about sharing our stories, which is traditionally what the season after Easter is about in some ways. It's about sharing the good news of what God is doing in us, how God's resurrection is being experienced in us, how we're being shaped as Easter people and sent out into the world to do the things that Easter people do, which is going where Jesus went, doing what Jesus did with the kinds of people Jesus went. And even though we can't be physically in most of those spaces, we still have ways that we can proclaim that good news into the world and give God glory and give God praise for the ways that God is continuing to bring us to life, to bring us to new life, to help us experience forgiveness and resurrection and connection with this church that God has given to us to help us know what love is and how to give and share and receive love, how to give and share and receive forgiveness, how to give and share and experience healing collectively together. So we're starting that tomorrow. I'm actually preaching tomorrow. It said in the happenings yesterday that Rebecca was preaching. I'm going to be preaching. And we're going to be sharing some stories over the next several weeks together. And I'm really excited about some of the people who are going to be sharing stories with you through worship. And I hope that in the course of this, you'll be sharing stories as well, even if you're not doing it live in worship with us or through video. We're doing it several different ways, but I hope that you'll be trying to write your own story too. Stories connect us. Stories connect us with God. Stories connect us with each other. In fact, Rebecca, one of the things Rebecca is doing is she's going to continue her storytelling thing that she was doing through the Humans of PUMC project that she was working on before. You're going to be seeing that through our social media and coming out through blog version here soon. And I hope that you will keep contributing to sharing your story and taking us up on the invitations that we have for that as well. So share your stories of what God is doing in you, even if you don't think you have one. We're going to keep helping you know you do and teach you how to do that over the course of the next few weeks together. Blessings to you all. I miss you. I love you. And I will continue to connect with you in all the ways we can. Blessings. Bye.